Hey, good morning. It's Mario for the Montecinos Group, powered by M&M Capital here. Going to go over some recently funded loans on some investment properties, some fix and flip, and then also take out debt for 30-year fix. So let's just jump right into it. All right. So first one is a purchase. This is a seasoned investor. This property is in Long Beach, California. There's actually 3 units on this property in a good neighborhood, and the total loan amount was 1,143,750. This investor has been investing for over 3 decades, and they choose not to leverage as much, so they put a little bit more down than usual. So it was 22% down, and also they had 150,000 for rehab, and that was to support the after repair value, which came in at about 1,820,000. So that was how they chose to do this. This was a 18-month term. On this one, the investor negotiated a longer term because they knew that there's going to be an ADU and permits involved with it. So they chose to take a little bit longer term on this specific scenario. This was a very fast close. The price negotiated on this was a nice little discount. So in order to secure the deal, they needed to move quickly. So that was under 10 days from start to finish on that escrow. Next one is this is another seasoned investor. So this individual has a healthy schedule of real estate, very experienced builder. So they build up from the ground up construction. They self finance the acquisition of the land. They actually self finance the construction loan, which we do, but they did not do that. And then they came to me for a takeout loan. So this is a takeout debt, so 30-year fix. This 30-year fix was not based off any income documentation at all, just purely on the rent of the property. And then also they look at the rent survey that comes on the appraisal. So this was, we did 70% of the value of what the appraised value came in at, which was just over right around 520,000 for this single family residence in Lancaster, California. And it was based off the rental income on the property there. Next one was a fix and flip loan. This is roughly 10 to 12% down on this scenario. This is a relatively seasoned investor, and this is a property in Cypress, California. So single family residence they purchased. The total loan amount on this was 780,000, and they had it was a quick cosmetic flip, so no square footage added. The goal is to be in and out quickly. It seems to be a strategy. So, a lot of individuals I see that now, just because of the temperature of the market, they want to be in and out, just so they don't. It's a lot easier to just or digest. Hey, I'm coming on the market in 4 months versus coming on the market in 12 to 8 months, or 12 to 18 months, right? So this is a quick cosmetic flip with 60,000 to on that rehab budget there. And I'm going to do a deeper dive coming up here. So bear with me here. So we'll go over that scenario, the one I just went over in Cypress, California, single family residence. So let's see here. They purchased the property for 800,000. They put 10% down, so 80,000. The let's see here. The total available budget that they had was for 60,000, and this property once again was a single family residence, and the total loan amount was 780. The initial loan amount was 720, so they put roughly 80,000 down that we mentioned before there, and the carrying cost on that was 59.94, right? So 5,994, so just under 6,000. And this is a quick close. So when you close on a property, you don't have a payment the first month, and then the next month kicks in from there. So there already be roughly 30, 45 days before a first payment kicks in on this. So the idea is to be in and out of this within 2 months with the construction, and then come to market shortly thereafter is the idea there. And then the 60,000 rehab budget, so that's interest only on drawn. So as you start drawing on it, so you do the work, you have a line item, let's say 10,000 for demo. Once the demo is all completed, and if you wanted to draw on that, then you can you could make the draw request on it and recoup the 10,000, and so on and so forth for the line items. Um, so the borrower characteristics. So this individual had a really good credit score, 751 was the credit score, and residency. They were a U.S. citizen. Even though this program we can do I-10 numbers, so we've done many of loans, fix and flip financing for I-10 borrowers. So, but this one was a U.S. citizen. They are self-employed. They are actively in real estate, and they have construction crews as well. So both sides of it. The funds for the down payment, the 80,000 that for down payment, they had the liquid in their business account. Now we do, we're very lenient with funds that are seasoned. So if you have investors and you're partnering up with money, we have the money come into the account and put a down payment, and it's very workable. I'll work closely with you on that process. They are a homeowner, first time investor. Nope, they've done this before. Even though we do work with first time investors with as little as 15% down of the purchase price and a rehab budget, and a general contractor was not required. Right, so you didn't have to have a licensed GC. And also to note, the rehab budget, when you start drawing on the rehab budget, you the money doesn't go to, like, it goes to you directly, and then you pay your subs, right, or your crew. And then on the next video here, but what I would encourage, if you have your own personal scenario, feel free to scan this and make an appointment with me directly, or you can call me or text me at 562-787-8902. But best if you could scan this and schedule an appointment, and I'd love to hear your personal scenario and see what we can do to help out. Once again, Mario, Montecinos Group, thanks for tuning in.